So the Premier League is starting again on Friday, and I'm here to tell you who the leading goal scorers are across the Premier League in pre-season. Now, I know it's only pre-season and it doesn't mean much because players are coming in still from the transfer window getting sold, but in my opinion, if they're having a good strong pre-season, they might bring it into the start of the season. And if you're doing a fantasy team this year, there might be a few names in there that you haven't considered and you want to do some last minute switches before the deadline on Friday. So, top goal scorer across the whole Premier League pre-season, Harry Kane. As it stands, Harry Kane is still a Tottenham player. Now we know Bayern are knocking on the door for him, but up until when this video is being recorded, it looks like Harry Kane's going to stay. He's got 5 goals. We kind of expect it from him. He's one of the top strikers in the Premier League, if not the top striker in the Premier League. So we're going to go on to some other names that you maybe have not considered. From Arsenal with 4 goals over pre-season, Leandro Trossard. Trossard obviously signed from Brighton. I've seen him in a few of the pre-season games and a few of the clips as well where I've not watched the game. He's looking super sharp. Then we've got Ollie Watkins and Anderson, so from Aston Villa and Newcastle. They've got 4 goals apiece as well. From Liverpool, we've got Darwin Nunez and Diogo Jota, 4 goals apiece as well. Now we know Liverpool score goals for fun, but Nunez is up there and so is Jota. So if you're thinking of someone to put in from Liverpool, maybe consider them. A name that you maybe have not considered, and I'm putting in my team because he's a cheap buy, Carlton Morris from Luton Town. He is also the last player from the Premier League who has scored 4 goals over pre-season. He's super cheap to buy in fantasy football, and if you're looking to put a cheaper striker in and maybe bulk up your midfield or whatever, I think he's a really good option. He's going in my team, and I think he's going to go under the radar. I think he's going to be one of those that he'll score goals and then people will suddenly start putting him in as his price increases. So maybe one to get on straight away. Okay, we're going to finish up with the people who scored 3 goals over pre-season, because after that, 2 and 1 goals, it could be a defender, it could be anyone. But 3 goals over pre-season. So for Tottenham, we've got Richarlison. Now, if Harry Kane does decide to go, Richarlison's got his shooting boots on, and you want a Tottenham player in your team, might be one to consider. Buendia from Aston Villa as well. Then David Brooks from Bournemouth. Now, you maybe have not considered a Bournemouth player, but Brooks has scored over 3 different games, 3 goals. Sometimes I'm a bit wary in pre-season where someone might have scored like a lot of goals, but it's come against some no-team exhibition match just because it's pre-season. He scored consistently over pre-season, so Brooks is maybe one to have a think about if you're looking for a cheaper buy for your team. Brownhill from Burnley. A Chelsea player who I'm not going to mention because he scored 3 goals, but he's not going to be scoring goals for a little minute because he's just taken a big injury. And then from Palace, we've got Mateta and Edouard, 3 goals apiece as well. Luis Diaz from Liverpool. So Liverpool have scored plenty of goals over pre-season. West Ham, we've got Jarrod Bowen and Mubaba. They have both scored 3 goals apiece. Now, from Newcastle, we've got Almiron and Isaac. So Almiron had a brilliant season last year. Isaac as well. Both 3 goals apiece in pre-season, so there might be someone to consider as well. Don't forget, we've got Anderson with 4 goals. So Newcastle have been firing during pre-season, so maybe worth putting them in. But something to consider, that they have got Champions League football this year after their brilliant season last year. So they might be tired, they might not be, I don't know. I'm just speculating. And then on to the players after that who have got 2. So Saka, Havertz, Billing, Welbeck, Pedro. Nicholas Jackson from Chelsea, actually, he scored 2 goals. However, he's looked really good in pre-season. I don't know how Chelsea are going to be lining up. I really always get confused with Chelsea's sort of team. Obviously, they've just taken a big injury blow in Nkunku. So maybe Jackson's going to step in there. But he looked really promising in pre-season. But there you go. That is your top firing strikers, midfielders, whatever, in pre-season. Harry Kane, Trossard, Watkins, Anderson, Nunez, Jota, Carlton Morris. So that's a little bit of an insight for you of how pre-season's gone for these teams. Might give you a last-minute change on your fantasy team. But other than that, let's just enjoy the Premier League. I can't wait to get back to it Friday night.